Okay, welcome to the 265 Entertainment Creative Agency. Here we'll be teaching. This is our YouTube channel first of all, and make sure that you subscribe before you go. Here we'll be teaching you and sharing knowledge on different areas in terms of graphic designing, video editing, website development, digital marketing, and just computer knowledge. So you just have to be there because we have a lot of tutorials coming your way. Right now we just start with a series of a beginner's guide to CorelDraw. So this is just a beginner's guide. We'll start with the basics to the finish until we are sure that you can be able to make a flyer, and this will be a 10 series guide. So just make sure that you are there. We have 10 videos. All right, so today we'll start with just the workspace of CorelDraw and everything. In this video you will learn about the workspace, what is CorelDraw, how is it used, and why you should use CorelDraw. So we'll start with that, then we'll be moving on with other videos, and we'll talk again when we finish this series. So you just have to be there. Make sure that you recommend a friend and a friend and a friend to our YouTube channel, and make sure that you just make this knowledge reach everyone, everywhere. Thank you, and let's get started. The CorelDraw beginner series at 265 Entertainment Creative Agency. All right, so here we are learning the Corel interface first as the first thing. So as we mentioned in our area, the part one of where we focused more on the toolbar and the opening page. All right, so today this is the toolbar, as we mentioned earlier on. This is the menu bar. You see on the menu bar we have file, edit, view, layout, object, effects, bitmap, text, table, tools, window, help. And this is where we have the menus. All right, on top of the menu we have the title bar. So the title bar here is where you see the title of the document that we are working on. So the document that we are working on is a lesson or one. All right, we created this document in our first first part of the introduction to CorelDraw. All right, so down, as we go down, okay, you see, just a reminder, this is the menu bar. Below the menu bar we have this section that is called the status bar. This section is called the status bar. The status bar mostly has the information, the data, and all the details of the tool that we are working on at that moment. So this time we are using this tool, the pick tool. When you get here, you'll find all the data, the information, and the characteristics of the pick tool, and you can change whenever you want, or anything that you want. So the characteristics of the pick tool now is the page itself. The page, as you can see, here we have the page dimensions, where you can change the page dimensions. This is 200 by 200 millimeters, so you can change here. Let's say you want it to be maybe 300. The height should be 300. Let's say you want the height to be 300. I mean, yeah, the width 300. You see, the width is now 300. The height is 200. You want the height also to be 300. It's easy as this. You see, so we have 300 and 300 by 300. All right, well, but let's just get back to the 200 that we had earlier on. So we just make sure that we change the figures in here, so the page is back to its normal orientations. All right, here we have the landscape. Here we have in case we have different pages, we have more pages, so we can use this section to see all pages in to apply all characteristics that we make here to all pages. And also here we have only the current page, so what we are working on will only apply to the current page. But in this at this moment, it means everything that we work on will apply to all pages. Lucky enough, we only have a single page, you see. So yeah, that's that. All right, when you look here, we have units. When you get here, we have what we call nudge distance. All right, this is a more important number, but most of the times I will talk to you more about this nudge distance, but for now let's leave it like that. It's more important, but just make sure that you don't change it at any circumstance. In case you change it, but I'll create a video of how you can also work around it if your software is not working as it is expected to. All right, so yeah, here we have also we have a treat or objects as field tool. So these are not tools, by the way. These are just the characteristics of the information of the pick tool. All right, so here we have launch. All right, this is an application launcher. We have here options, set applications options. Here we have snap, and then you see we have all these here. You just go to, you want to print, you click here. Your PC is connected to a printer. You click here, and then you go straight to the printer. All right, here we have an open an existing document by browsing to the folder. You can just click here and open the document in the folder where it is saved. Sure. So here we have when to create a new document itself. So as you can see, this is what we have. Just a recap. We have the title bar, the status, the menu bar, then we have the status bar. Here we have the workspace, and you can see on top of the workspace we have the ruler. We have rulers. These are rulers, and also this side we have a ruler. These rulers are helping us with measurements. We know, and we can easily measure and also straighten our, make sure that our graphic illustration that we are working on is in a straight lines, or it's in proper orientations, or let's say the margins are just proper. Everything is in line. So this is where we actually use to make sure that everything is aligned, you see. So we can just use these rulers to measure and make sure that everything is aligned, you see. So these are the rulers that we have. So this side we have the color palettes. This side we have the color palettes. Here we have the items, different items that we use to work on the objects. Let's say here we have properties. So let's say we have drawn this rectangle, and here we have properties of a rectangle that we can change, or we can do work around with. So you see, these are the properties. We have this one is called the object. Here we have text. So let's say we have written something here. All right, let's say lesson O1, All right, lesson 01. So here we can change the fonts using the text, the text item. We can make it go to the font name, the font that we want, the font size. You can also go on top here. As we said, this is the status bar where the information of the current chosen tool are shown. So you see the status tool has also changed. We have something different. So you see we have different items under the item text. So here you have all the paragraphs, the font size, all the characteristics of the text, the flame and everything. You see, you can change everything about the text that we have just written. So this is how CorelDraw works. So mostly those are the most important things that you must know about CorelDraw. Here we have these bars. These are movable; they can move. All right. Here we have this is the eyedropper, just as the color eyedropper, just as this one. You can take this one and this one are the same. We talked about these ones in the previous tutorial of a lesson 1, which is beginners to CorelDraw. So as you can see, we have this eyedropper. Then we have colors. These colors are the colors that I've just recently used in this document. So I've used these colors, and these colors are recorded down here. You see, here we have the pagination bar. The pagination bar is used to add or remove pages. This is the page 1. Let's say I want to add another page. I can just go straight to the pagination bar, and I've clicked this plus icon. I've created another page. So this is the page, the second page. You can see page 2, and it is blank. You go to the first page, you see it has some information right there. So this is the pagination bar. All right, let's say I want to remove this one. I'll just go straight and click. Here we have a rename page, insert page after, insert page before, duplicate, delete switch. So it's self explanatory. Here you can rename. Let's say you don't want to name it page 2, you want to name it something else. You just click here and you name the page whatever you want. Let's say lesson 02. You see, it has changed. The name is so different now. It's lesson page 2, as you can see here. All right, and here you can insert another page, insert a page before, or duplicate the page, and here delete the page. So I just want to delete the page. All right, so I've deleted it. All right, here you will find this one. This one is a color. Here is where you can also use to find the fill, where the fill tool, where you can add colors to your document. So these are the colors that I've used right now. It's a gradient, of course, so I can change that if I want to. It's as easy as just clicking on this gradient. You see, since we have used the gradient, I have here where I can say I want green, or maybe any color that I would want. Okay, and click here and add any color that I wanted there. So let's just go straight. Let's say we've tried to make it, to use the black color, which is all right. And maybe we want to use maybe this type of gradient, or maybe this type, or maybe this type, or maybe this type, or rather this one, maybe this one. No, let's just try this one. No, okay, it's up to you. I'm just trying Yeah, so we go, and you see that's what we have done. So here is where you find the fill. Here you find the color characteristics of our document, which are these ones, outline pane. So this is the outline of our document. As you can see, our outline is on 0.5 points, so we can try to say, let's make it 8. If we make it 8, all right, not 8, let's make it 30. You see, so this is the outline. The outline is this line, and when we want it to just be 1, so it means we have the outline, and we can change its color here. If we want to change the color here, we can change the color of the outline. Okay, let me just cancel a bit, and we go again. So we can change the color of the outline right here. This is the width. All right, so we have a lot of stuff. Here is the color, you can see, and you can change it there in case you want to change it. Yeah, but we also have the very same properties under the properties section, which is here. You can turn it on, turn it off, on and off. All right, so this is what we are talking about, and this is what CorelDraw is all about as far as the user interface is concerned. So basically, let's just finalize the whole thing by looking at the menu bar, which we talked about. The menu bar is so important. In the next chapter, we will look at the menu bar in details, and we will try to look at each and every single bit of the menu bar on how it works. You can see under the menu bar we have file. When we go on file, we have the new document, the new from template, we have open from cloud, we have open recent, we have save, what. So we will use these ones to learn on what everything of every menu on this bar does, or what does it have in its pack. All right, so we also have the edit. Under the edit, we also have a lot of stuff. We have undo, modify, we have repeat, we have clone, we have select all. Here we have the wireframe, as you can see. Under the view, we have the wireframe, normal, what. So these are just about the view, how the whole of this section looks to a user. And here we have the layout, you see. So we have an insert page, duplicate page, a rename. We have a lot of stuff down here as well under the layout. Here we are talking about the object. So here we're talking about our objects, the objects that we have in our document that we are working on, and this is where we work on them under the object. Here we have the bitmaps. Let's say this bitmaps talks about pictures. Yeah, so we will look at that and make sure that we find out what is really important to the menu bar, because the menu bar is so important. Mostly we have looked at the whole of this interface, and basically now you are able to understand what these tools are all about and what do they do, and how can they be used under the status bar, the properties. You have understood the objects, you have understood all the items here. If you're lucky enough, you can also add or remove objects with the button here, the press button here. All right, so look at this. This is the menu section. The menu section, under the file, we have the file first. Under the file, the menu bar, that is, under the menu bar, we have the new. This is where we open the new document, and mostly it's, let's say you want to use a shortcut, it's Control N on PC, and Command N on Mac. All right, so let's say this you want to start a new document. We have already looked at this in our previous video, so you just go and look for that. It's down there. All right, so and then you also have here, if you are on the internet and you want to connect to Corel templates, this one will just go send you straight there, and you can be able to use templates. Here we have open. Let's say you have a project already saved and you want to open it. You just go there, click there, Control O straight, and then you are able to go to that folder that you want to use. Here we have open from crowd if you are connected to the crowd, and here the recent projects that you have been working are available under recent. So here are all the projects that I was working on. Let's say I never finished a certain project, or I would just want to modify a certain project that I was working on. I can just go straight and click on that. All right, here we just have close. You want to close a document, you want to close all documents or close the whole of the software, you just click there. Here we have save. Mostly it's important to save what you are working on, so always remember that you need to save. Here we have save as. So the difference of save and save as, here you're just saving what you are working on, you see. So under the savers, you see, under the savers you will be required to go there, and maybe you want to change the name or to resave the whole thing. You go under the savers and you will be able to change the name and all the necessary settings. All right. So going down, we have save as a template. If you want to make it a template, save to cloud. If you just want to be keeping your documents to the cloud, you have revert. If you want to change something or maybe get back to something, acquire image. If you just want to get an image from somewhere, the internet or wherever it is that you want to acquire an image from a scanner, maybe you have your PC connected to the scanner and you have scanned an image and you want to acquire it, just go acquire. It will give you all the options right there. Here we want to import an image into the system, into the software. Just go straight there, click on where you want to get the picture, and you will be able to get all the pictures that you would like to import. You see, like that, and then you click on import. So see, we have imported this into CorelDraw. All right, that's how you use the import button. Export, here is where you are done with everything and you want to export it to release or to get the final project. So it's as easy as that. You just go there, and here you choose the format. You want it to be in JPEG, you want it to be PNG, you want it to be PDF, you want it to be Adobe Illustrator, you want it to be in a Corel Photo Paint image, and all other formats we have down here. So we have JP2, this is JPEG 2000, bitmaps, this is bitmaps. When we say bitmaps, it means it's an image. We have JPEG, bitmaps. We have all different of formats here, AutoCAD, whatever it is that you want the format to be. So you choose that. Me, I've chosen to make this one a JPG, which is JPG bitmaps, and then selected area. All right, mostly it will be like this only, and to deny that, I will cancel, come again, export. Then lesson 1 is ready to be exported. Yeah, you see, so this is what I will get when I want to export my image. So this is my design and I want to export it. This is where I will change. Do I want it to be RGB? Do I want it to be grayscale? Grayscale mostly is black and white. Do I want it to be in black and white? All right, I can change that. Do I want it to be the color mode? That is, I can change the color mode right there. Do I want it to be in RGB? I choose. Do I want it to be in CYMK, which is mostly suitable for print? I'll go there. Here we have custom. What type of the quality that I want. So mostly I just use custom, which is okay, which is better most of the times. We have here mostly this one is better if you you want to export a PNG file. So the meter is the meter, that is, I just like to call it met. It's the background color. What do you want it to be like? All right, so yeah, here we have the quality. The quality we can choose to be high. High is okay. Highest is okay, but it's also better to just use high. Fine. Here we have the sub format, and here we have other advanced settings. But as it is now, it's okay. You can see here the speed and everything. You can see also here. All right, so just go straight, click OK, then it's done. All right, fine. That's how the export button works. Yeah, under the file we have those. Yeah, so we have export for, maybe you want to export for Office, you want to export for web, you want to export for WordPress. For those who are also into web designing, you will also need to understand this. We have other tutorials that are coming your way about WordPress and everything, so make sure that you are always in tune with that. All right, here we have the export Docker. This one is something that you can just add a current page, maybe add all pages to an export Docker. You want to export everything in a page, so in different pages or whatever it is, so you can use the export Docker. Here we have publish to PDF. Here we have print image. Here we have if you want to print, that is for printing. This is for printing as well, print. Here is a print preview. Yeah, this is how the print preview looks. This is how the print preview looks. So here you want to print. Yeah, you have your printer ready. You'll go here and you can send this to the printer, and the printer will do the rest. You just go there and click here, which is the print button. We'll look into this when we go on our printing. So yeah, let's get back. All right, print preview I've done, document properties, and exit. All right, so there we are done with the file section. So yeah, I think now you are able to understand and you can relate with, and it's a drop downs under the CorelDraw software. So let's look at the edit menu. The edit menu is something that, as you can see, it's just about editing. All right, it's about editing. So yeah, here you just, it's mostly of the editing menus in a pack. So here we have undo. You can undo a move that you made, redo a move that you made. You can also repeat a certain move. You can bring into focus a certain something that, you know, let's say this is what I've brought into focus now. So we have forgotten all the other things behind, but this image is what is in focus right now. So yeah, we are working on that. So this is what the menu drop down under edit, which says bring into focus, does to your object on the page, on the document. All right, so we have also exit focus mode. Let's say you have gone into the focus mode, then you can also click here and exit. We have the likes of cat, and most of all you should be also focus on these shortcuts, because shortcuts are always important, because they can be used whenever you just want to work as fast as possible. So these shortcuts should be of very, 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 very importance. So you can see here under the file menu, the new is Control N, open is Control O, save you can just use Control S, save as Control Shift S, Control Shift S. And most of the times if you are using a Mac, you can instead of Control you can just use Command. So it's Command N on Mac, Command O on Mac, it's Command S on Mac, Command Shift S on Mac, and Control I on PC, and Command I on Mac. That's for import. All right, for export, Control E on PC, and Command E on Mac. For print, it's Control P on PC and Command P on Mac. All right, this is also ART4 on PC and ART4 on Mac. All right, so that's that if you are trying to look at shortcuts. And on edit you should also be able to understand these shortcuts. Control Z is for undo, redo is Control Shift Z, and remember that if you are using the PC, Command Z is just the shortcut, and Command Shift S is for redo shortcut, Command P is for repeat. That's on Mac, and on PC is Control P. Bring into focus, we already talked about that. Exit focus mode, we already talked about that, and that's just Shift and Escape, Shift plus Escape. Right, so we also have a cut, Control X is for cut, that is also a shortcut, and copy, Control C, that's for a shortcut. Remember, if you're using Mac, it's just a Command C. All right, copy properties from, this is so important also, but you can see the rest is just paste in view, and you can also be able to see the shortcuts. Paste special, delete is delete as then the shortcut, duplicate, Control D, Command D on Mac, clone, select all, find and replace, and step and repeat. You should also focus on these what we call shortcuts. They are very important as we are working on different projects. So yeah, we are done with the edit menu under the menu bar, and it's drop down. So let's look at the view. The view, we have things like the wireframe, the normal. This is just the way the whole thing, the view of the interface of the software. So what is it that you want to bring into your view? How do you want your software to look like? You see, so here we have brought, let's say we have brought in the wireframes, you see. So this is what you will get if you have brought in the wireframes, but to me this is not important, so I'll just go straight to what I have, which is normal. So this is the normal view of a CorelDraw user software user interface. All right, so we have enhanced. You want the enhanced view. This is how it will look. So it's mostly the very same as normal. So I'll just go to normal, and we have a pixel. You know what pixels are. If you don't know, you will understand later on, but we'll look at that in full details. So yeah, let's just get normal. This is the view, the full screen preview, F9. You have preview selected only. You see, so it's something also. So this is more to do with the view. You see, multiple view. We have here zoom in, zoom out, zoom to fit. You should always put your focus also on the shortcuts, because it's Control plus, that's for zoom in. On PC and on Mac, it's Command plus. On a Mac, this is also on a Mac, and zoom to fit f4 on a PC and the same on a Mac. Proof colors, we have a ruler, we have pages, we have grid, we have rulers, guidelines, and all the necessary alignments involved for you to make sure that your documents are aligned. All right, so that's that. On layout, here we have objects. Under objects, we also have various drop downs. We have create. Let's say this is our object we have selected, and then I go under the object menu. Under the object menu, I will have a lot of stuff. We have the create. We have the insert. We want to insert something into the document. Let's say we want to insert a QR code into the object. We are just waiting for this. So this is the QR code. I'll just punch in the number that I want. Go next, because I haven't punched in the number, but I don't know which number can work. So let's just try something. That's the QR code for a product that we want to design, maybe a sticker for a certain product, and we want to punch in a QR code. This is what we have done. So you see, this is what we'll get. All right, we have all the details here: the printer resolution units, bar width reduction, notification, and what all the necessary details. We jump to that, and you see we have here all the necessary details, and here we have the QR code inserted into our document. All right, so under the objects we have all that. Under the insert we have all the barcode that we might need: QR code, barcode, validate code, object, whatever the object that you want to insert into a document. So here we have the object types: Adobe Illustrator, artwork, Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop image. All right, anything that you want to insert: Microsoft Word, WordPad document, paint blush, package, whatever it is that you really want to insert into your document. All right, so we also have this section that says create from, where you just choose where the document that you want to insert is. Then you choose that, you click OK, then it's done. All right, we have power clip. Power clip is so important because power clip is where we have an image, and we want to turn that image into its vector form. All right, let me don't make it like that. That's not true. Power clip is when we have this rectangle and this image. So we want this image to be clipped inside the rectangle, and you can go under object, check this power clip inside, and that is how power clip works. So this one is inside the rectangle, so you can see the image that we had has taken the shape of the rectangle. All right, that's what power clip does. You should always pay attention to you should always pay attention to what we call shortcuts. All right, so there are all other characteristics of power clip here under the power clip, but those can be used when you are working with the clipped objects. All right, here we have a symmetry. This is also something else. You see, something that you can use to at least all right, you see, that's what we have done. So this is what symmetry is all about. It's more of joining two objects, maybe duplicating and joining those two objects as one. So we have joined the image under symmetry and made it to be one, but I won't do that because it's not what I want to do right now. I won't do that. Undo is Control Z on PC, Command Z on Mac. So that's that. So we are looking at the objects. Yeah, objects. We have transformations, we have symbols, we have rollover, a lot of them that we'll look in detail as we go through the software step by step and detail properly, and as we are working on different graphical illustrations that will help you understand how this whole thing works and what it really means. Otherwise, I'm just showing you what you will find whenever you go down each and every section of the menu bar in CorelDraw. All right, here we have effects. Under the effects, you find all the effects that you can apply, mostly to bitmaps, to images, or any other objects that you insert into CorelDraw. So let's say here, levels, stuff like that. So these are the levels that you would want maybe to apply to your effects, that you would want to apply to your image. You can do whatever you want with it. There are a lot of stuff, a lot of things that you can do with that. All right, so those are just levels under the effects tab. 3D effects, we have adjustments. Let's say I want to auto adjust this image. You see, this is just an auto adjustment. So that's how you adjust an image fast forward. All right, so under the bitmaps, we have, under the effects, we have a lot of effects that you can add to your bitmaps. All right, so we also have bitmaps. Bitmaps is just something that you can work with when you are working with images. Images are mostly called bitmaps in this software. So you can convert bitmaps to vectors, or convert vectors to bitmap, straighten an image adjustments, remove JPEG artifacts, or edit bitmap, resample, mode, inflate, what it's all under the this is section that we call bitmaps. So here we have the text tab here. So here you can also find all the necessary drop down menus, or the necessary tools as far as the text are concerned. Bullets and numbering, columns, tabs, drop cap, text statistics, insert formatting, and then everything. As far as we are getting to work with everything, we'll understand. Here we have the tab. You just see it's all basic. That what we have here is all basic. And here under the tools here, it's also all basic. We have options. We have already we saw this options, customizations, tools, global workspaces. It's just how the change of how we want our software to look like. Here we have save as settings, default, color management, and scripts. All right, here it's a bit more important because we have the window. In the window we have windows that we want to show in our software. So we want to go to workspaces. So here we are under default. So this is the default workspace that we have in CorelDraw. we want to bring in dockers. Which docker do you want to bring? All right, mine, I'm using properties, objects, object style, and text, you see. But I can bring in everything here. Transform, I can bring live guidelines, I can bring in export, I can bring in find and replace symbols and everything that I want to be in my workspace. But this works pretty good for me, so it's all right. I don't have to go dig something that is not really important at the moment. All right, here we go into help. Help, if you want some help, tips and tricks, or how you can do some things on CorelDraw and you're just connected to the internet. It's easy as you just go straight here. Product help, welcome screen, video tutorials, lane, quick start guide, user guide, what's new, updates, message settings, CorelDraw community, CorelDraw. Okay, this is the community where CorelDraw users meet to talk about the software and to learn from each other and to share experiences and whatever it is that has to do with the software. So here we have the support in case you have a problem with your software that you have just purchased. If you have purchased, that is, you can talk to the CorelDraw support. Yes, submit ideas and feedback, account settings, restore purchase, and this is just about CorelDraw. So I think now we have just finished looking at the menu bar and all its drop downs. Mostly we haven't focused on each and every one, but as we go on working, we'll find how useful is each and every drop down that we have come across in CorelDraw. But basically, most importantly, this is what CorelDraw is like. This is the basic look of CorelDraw. Others like to use it in light mode, which is white, but I like to use it in the black mode like it is, so that it won't affect me. It won't affect me. So basically, in the second episode, the second lesson of our big CorelDraw for beginners, this is what we have learned and this is what we have seen, and this is important to you as a graphic designer to know this. This is so important. So from here we'll move to removing the background in CorelDraw. How can you remove a background of a picture in CorelDraw? So as we are waiting to jump into that, let's call it a day for today. Let's make a break, and then after that we'll jump right straight into how we remove backgrounds in CorelDraw. So thanks a lot that you are following. We are always together. This is so important. And for now, I would close my software. But before I close my software, I'd always have to remind myself that I need to save the work that I've done. So I go here, save, or just click on Control S on PC and Command S on Mac. For today, we stop right there. So thank you. Just always remember to subscribe to the channel and also recommend a friend and share with friends. It's all important, because it's not only about you, it's not only about me, it's all about us sharing the knowledge, so that those who are aspiring or interested in learning should find the knowledge useful, can have access. So this is why we are sharing all this knowledge for free with you. All right, thank you for today. The name is the same, Brian, and we'll meet into the next lesson.